former DGP of Jammu Kashmir Police on this, and Shiwalee Deshpande, Flight Lieutenant, retired on this. Well, a very good afternoon to you both. First of all, I would like to come to you, Mr. Vaid. Over the last few hours, we have seen and heard Pakistan's establishment talking about how a proper global investigation can be taken into this whole episode. How likely that this kind of demand can be met by the global world, and what could be the reason behind Pakistan coming and saying that the world should be worried about war between nations and an investigation, and global investigation is possible?
I think that call has to be taken by Government of India, whether global investigation is to be allowed. But I think we have one of the best investigating agencies in India, and we are competent to investigate. I don't think we have ever allowed any global investigation ever, even Mumbai attack or other attacks. I don't think Government of India would agree to such a suggestion. The Indian agencies are well within their right to investigate, and Pakistan only needs, basically, it needs to be sincere. It's not sincere. You have given so much of evidence in case of Mumbai attack. Did it act? No. The judge just threw all the evidence that it is just rubbish. So if this is the attitude, you can't. We know how Pakistan's deep state is involved. The Pakistan army, all this is happening. It's not a coincidence that Pakistan army chief makes a rant speech, and after 3 or 4 days, such a massacre happens where the victims are asked their religion, their circumcision is seen, their weapons are removed, their identities are checked, whether they are non-Muslims or not. Now, this is kind of massacre. Also have footprints of Hamas-type attack on 7th of October on Israel. If you recall, it may not be of that scale of where 1,100, 1,200 Israelis were massacred, but it has footprints of that kind of attack, because the very same establishment of Pakistan arranged the visit of a senior Hamas terrorist leader, made them interact in POK with the LET cadres, and then you see such an attack. In fact, I was apprehending that something is cooking on the pattern of 7th October attack, and this is what they have done. Maybe our ground realities are different. It's our fence, the LoC and IB is not all manned by gazettes as it is in Israel. Here we have a deployment eyeball to eyeball of human army Jawans and BSF Jawan. So it may not be that easy to penetrate the border fence and come inside in large number, but it has footprints of Hamas type attack. So Pakistan needs a response like Israel. I think we in all probability, we are not going to agree to global investigation. That is Pakistan's pretext just to avoid.
Mr. Vaid, on that note, I would. Yes, Mr. Vaid, on that note, I would like to go to another expert of ours, Shiwalee Deshpande, retired flight lieutenant. Thank you for joining us, Shiwalee. And I would like to ask you, we have heard an important statement coming from Donald Trump, US president this time, and he said that it's an old and India dispute in India and Pakistan will sort it out. What does he mean by that? How do you read it? Will US stay out of it in case of any clash?
You see, the first thing is Donald Trump also said that both the countries, I am close to both the countries. That is, US is close to both the countries. Now, this is a very, very diplomatic statement by US president to make. And you see, we need to see this, that he's not making choices. So he's keeping it very, very safe. He's playing very safe. The second thing that you asked is that when he said that India and Pakistan should solve this issue between themselves, well, I guess he's very correct on this, because it is a bilateral issue. And in Simla Accord also, we have made it very clear that everything between India and Pakistan will be solved bilaterally. Now, the step that Pakistan has pulled out from the Simla Agreement. And now they want to bring it to global platform that this terrorism problem between India and Pakistan should be solved by some third party intervention. But then India would never want that, because the reason being that it is a problem between Pakistan and India, and our problem should be solved within these two countries. Well, even if there is third party intervention or Pakistan goes to the international countries, it is very clear, every country has clearly seen, and I believe that the Pakistan defense minister himself on media has admitted that they do train terrorists, they do give weapons to them, and they are making terrorists, and Pakistan is helping. So, and they are sending them across the borders. So, if this is the thing that Pakistan is doing, the whole world has finally come to know. Pakistan themselves have Pakistan has agreed to it, and what else proof does anybody else want? So whatever has to be done by India now. We have taken certain very strong steps regarding what happened in Pahalgam.
Right. On that note, I will come back to you, Mr. Vaid. Well, you have headed the forts there in Jammu Kashmir. A big question there is the perpetrators of that heinous crime are still at large. What is the overall situation there? What do you assess as far as not being able to kill or apprehend those perpetrators? What is happening as far as the perpetrators of this heinous attack is concerned?
See, Sumit, we must understand that it's a difficult terrain. A lot of thick forests are there, jungles are there, mountainous region is there, and they also have local overground network which helps them in terms of infrastructure, in terms of getting them food, getting them wherewithal, getting them transport, giving them hideouts and all those, arranging SIMs for them. All these things are being provided by some of the local elements who are helping such terrorists. I think just wait and see. Let's give some time. It's only, I think, 72 hours have passed. Let's wait and give time to the troops on ground. We will very soon hear that this group has been neutralized. We have done it in the past. We will continue. And I think operations have been launched all over Kashmir Valley and also in Jammu, hills of Jammu region. There are 7-8 groups operating in Jammu region, and I think about 10 odd groups of 4-5 operating in Kashmir Valley. So they will, based on specific inputs, they will be tracked down and very soon engaged in encounter and neutralized. Let's give time to the troops on the ground. Army, Indian Army, paramilitary and J&K police are working very, very hard under difficult circumstances.
Okay, and LoC firing, the small arms firing is taking place, but would you still, can we still stop short of calling it a full ceasefire violation? It is a normal course of action firing. How do you rate these small arms firing between two nations? How do you rate at the scale of 1 to 10 if I ask you as far as disturbance is concerned?
The question is to me?
Yeah, absolutely, Mr. Vaid. I would like to you to answer about the LoC ceasefire violation.
The LoC ceasefire has been actually, that agreement has been cancelled by India, and now there's no ceasefire. Pakistan is resorting to unprovoked firing, and befitting reply is being given by Indian troops on the LoC. I think Pakistan has suffered a lot of casualties, and they will, in the time to come, you will see they will pay a heavy price for this. Our troops on the ground are giving the apt response to Pakistan unprovoked firing, because
Right. Okay. I would like to go to Shiwalee Deshpande on this note, Mr. Vaid. I would like to just go to her and ask her about the Indus Water Treaty. Now, on that note, we have seen over the last few hours, over the night, lots of comments have come from even Bilawal Bhutto, former minister in the government and all that. So clearly, Pakistan is not going to take it lightly. The stopping of Indus water is going to take it to different level on a global level. Also, how much prepared is India for this? What is your assessment there?
You see, India has suspended the Indus Water Treaty. Well, India should have done this when Pulwama happened. And it is a very, very strong diplomatic step that our country has taken. Now, Bilawal Bhutto, he is making all kinds of statements. But it is a fact that due to this stopping the Indus water from flowing into Pakistan, the Punjab province of Pakistan and the Sindh province of Pakistan, these two provinces are going to face deep electricity problem, and there is going to be water shortage, a terrible water shortage in these two provinces of Pakistan. Now, you see, there are various statements being made that this should not have been done, this should have been done, but then every agreement made between two countries, every country is free to take its own decisions to withdraw or to follow that agreement. Well, the ceasefire agreement, as Mr. Vaid did very rightly point out, the ceasefire agreement was done many times, but then every time Pakistan has violated the ceasefire agreement. But we have to give a retaliatory answer to this. Similarly, we are part of the Indus Water Treaty, and Pakistan also was a part of this Indus Water Treaty. But then we have stopped the water of Indus River from going to Pakistan. Yes, Pakistan is going to pay a very, very heavy cost for this, but then it should have thought about all these things before training these terrorists and sending them across to our country.
Right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, the panel. I would thank both Mr. Vaid and Ms. Deshpande on this note. Thank you very much for joining and discussing this crucial aspect and perspective